Hello, folks. Sorry, Mind Matters didn't hold on Sunday. I was in transit, and I did make a post about that. But today, I want to leave you with something I think is quite profound. But again, we probably take it for granted also because the lines have been blurred. I've often heard people talk about being stubborn with relish, and many of times I realize that they perhaps meant to speak about being principled. So that makes me ask the question, stubborn or principled, right? You probably might be asking the same question because I know that there are core differences between the two. For example, being stubborn means that you do not change your position or your attitude, irrespective of evidence, that suggests or that actually proves that your position or attitude is incorrect. Whereas being principled is something more rooted in commitment to values, moral values, religious values, cultural values, even when it is difficult. Now, you'll find that all these values, whether it's moral, religious, or cultural, are backed with evidence, generally speaking. Okay? And then it leaves me to then ask the question, so what's the motivation for this kind of thing? And I realized that with stubbornness, you find it's driven by ego, fear, pride, control, or even insecurity. In fact, insecurity a lot of the times too, right? Because all these other things lead to insecurity. And it puts you in a position where it's now it now becomes about winning and not backing down. Whereas being principled is driven by ethics, values, conscience, and long term integrity. And this puts you in a position where for you it's about doing the right thing rather than who wins. So stubbornness is about who wins. Being principled is about doing the right thing. This is why you will find that with stubbornness, people who are stubborn ignore new information. They dismiss counter arguments automatically without even a pause to look into it. They dismiss it automatically. And they confuse consistency with correctness. So the fact that a wrong thing has happened a lot of times, they see it as the correct position. Meanwhile, that is not the correct situation. Now, for people who are principled, or if you're principled, you find that being principled welcomes scrutiny and debate, healthy debate. It can explain why the position exists, and it also update methods if evidence improves outcomes while they keep the core values intact. I think it's best I do an episode on stubbornness versus principle. But before I go, I'll leave you with this. Stubbornness blocks progress. It damages relationships and creates unnecessary conflict. Whereas being principled builds trust, sets boundaries clearly, and inspires respect, even from opponents. So, which one is it for you? Stubbornness or principled? Let me know in the comment section. Let's have a little banter about that. In any event, please like, share, make your comments, follow us for more, and I'll put more details on in the caption. Thank you for listening.